Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So I wasn't even gonna vlog today, but there were some unexpected circumstances and I'm awake and the sun isn't even fully up yet. I got up at around 6:50 because I thought that I had lab at 8 a.m. Well, I did. I had 8 a.m. radiology lab, but I got an email just as I was about to walk out the door, so that's a great little stroke of luck there, that they had to cancel it. They didn't say why, but they had to cancel it and we're gonna reschedule. So I was already up. Amanda and I were about to walk to school together because she had sim lab while I had radiology lab, but now I'm here. Clearly I didn't go. In my scrubs, I just put on a little bit of makeup. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to wear makeup in the dental school anymore, essentially, because makeup interferes with your N95 and we have to wear an N95 whenever we're in the dental school. So that's a little unfortunate for like the confidence, you know, if you're having one of those days where you want to put on makeup and you can't. You can do eye makeup, but like no face makeup. Had my coffee to go, but now I'm gonna drink it in here. And I'm just getting ready to get a lot of work done. I at first was like, a bummer, I wish I knew about this in advance, but if I knew about it in advance, I would genuinely still be asleep. Like I probably wouldn't get up until 8:15, 8:30, maybe 9. So this is really good because I'm up and I'm caffeinated and I'm ready to go. So the main things happening, I feel like I have to catch you all up on a little bit real quick and then we'll get into lots of montages and productivity. That's the reason I decided to vlog today. I wasn't gonna vlog at all this week, but then this day happened and I was ready to go and I'm gonna get a lot done, so I figured I would share it. And I personally, especially if you follow me on Instagram, you would know I have been feeling extremely unmotivated for my next exam coming up because it's really stressing me out and I don't know where to begin. There's a ton of information and really no guidance on how to prepare, so it's frustrating and stressful and feels like anything I'm doing is a waste of time because I don't know if it's the right thing to be doing. However, I kind of got over that slump with some of your advice that you all sent in to me on Instagram and also just, you know, supportive people in my life and everything. So here we are. We're ready to study. We're gonna have a great day. The exam is on Tuesday in genetics. We're pretty much the only dental school that has to take genetics as far as I know, but this unit isn't even specifically genetics. Really, it's more about tooth development, root development, pulp development, all of that. So it's developmental genetics right now, and then I think the next few units will get more into genetic inheritances and diseases that can manifest orally. So all that's coming later, but for now it's more about developmental genetics for this exam unit. And before I do that though, I have my GarageBand pulled up right now. I'm gonna quickly edit Monday's podcast. That way it's ready to go because I do get my second dose of the Pfizer vaccine on Saturday. And so I started studying for this genetics exam probably Tuesday, so a whole week in advance. One, because it's our only exam next week, so I can really focus, but also I'm mentally preparing for the worst, being that today and tomorrow would be my last chances to study in case during the day Saturday or all day Sunday I'm having bad symptoms from the vaccine and I'm not able to do anything. So I'm like preparing for the worst and trying to study as if like these are my final days. So that's another thing that's helping me like really get in the groove, is trying to convince myself that like this is the time that I need to study because I can't this weekend. And I guess one final update again, and then we're gonna get into the montages. We also had our exam on Monday, so if you were watching the vlogs before this one, I was mentioning I'm studying for a nervous system exam. That happened and it didn't go too well. I was talking to a lot of my classmates and stuff, and we were all kind of relating on like the being below the average, because I've probably only been above the average maybe once or twice out of 50 exams in my dental school career already. So it's pretty discouraging, but then you have to remember our class is 108 people, so there's 54 other people that are below the average with us. Like not everyone can be in the top percent, and like it's weird because like you're usually more that top percentile academically to be getting into dental school, but then once you're here, like think about who you're with. So it gets discouraging, but I try to go back and remind myself that not everything on the exams is important for dentistry and not everything on these exams is going to be on boards, because I think I get more psyched out. I don't really care what my grades are. Like I want to do as well as I can. I want to make sure I can get into a residency that I want, whatever. but I more so just like want to make sure I know the material for my patients and know the material so I can successfully pass boards. And I get worried if I'm barely passing these exams, if I'm getting like a 75, how am I supposed to pass boards? But I really think that a lot of this information isn't even on boards, or it's not likely to be on boards, kind of like how the DAT tests very specific concepts, and like you can do like DAT type biology flashcards. There's gonna be like boards type neuro flashcards. There's gonna be like a few specific things that they ask about. So I'm trying to remind myself of that certain things, and like the systems classes that we're taking, which that was like nervous system, we're gonna take musculoskeletal system, like all the different body systems. Those are just to help you in like medical emergencies and to generally understand the body better. So as long as I feel like I can understand the body enough to handle a medical emergency, that's like most important. So that's something I'm gonna keep focusing on and trying not to get down on myself. But obviously scoring low on an exam on Monday also didn't help with the motivation going into studying for this exam. So yeah, I don't know. Don't have much to say, I guess, beyond that, but wanted to catch you all up and say hi and say thank you for watching this video. Just gonna be one day in my life, just Thursday, just today, and we're gonna see how much I can get done for all my classes. And I also started working out again, so that's exciting, so I'm definitely gonna do that today as well because we have so much time because it's bright and early. Basically an 8 a.m. start to our workday, which is really good. I kind of did that in the summer, but now that it's dark and cold for longer, I just don't want to get out of bed. Like, I don't mind being awake in the morning, I just have the hardest time getting out of bed because it's so cold and it's pitch black. But in the summer, it was a lot easier. So I know as we're moving into summer and spring seasons, I know it's only going to get easier for me to wake up earlier, which is awesome. So let's get into editing and studying, and I hope you all have a productive day as well. Okay, I think you guys are due for a little update really quick. So I've gotten a lot done already. It's 1:40 right now. So I pretty much finished all of my like assignment works that I need to do for today, other than the nervous system lectures, which like that would be great if I could do them, and I should, but I can just grind out a bunch tomorrow if need be. So for now, I'm gonna change out of my scrubs that I, didn't need to be wearing and put on some clothes to work out. I've been using the Alo Moves app for workouts the past week, and I have up until next week for like the 2-week free trial, and then after that it's half off for the year. As long as I continue using it next week as well, then I am gonna do that year subscription, because it's about $8 a month at that rate, which I think is very fair because I'm not paying for a gym right now. There is 2 campus gyms through the university that we have access to included in our tuition, but I just don't really feel I want to go to the gym right now, and I'm pretty sure that they're not open because like undergrad classes and stuff aren't happening in person, but they might be open, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure. State-wise, the state of Michigan's like gyms, like a Planet Fitness or a Crunch or something, those are still open, so I'm not sure. Either way, I'm at home working out for the foreseeable future, so I'm gonna change and do a little workout and then eat some more food and get into genetics studying so I can get as much done as I can before this evening, and then pretty much all day tomorrow I also just have time to study, which is great. The classes I've worked on so far, I did our weekly assignment for pharmacology, which I showed a little bit of, and then I did a lecture and a quiz for clinical foundations. I did 2 lectures and 2 quizzes for our perio class. I did a quick little assignment quiz thing for cardiology for extra credit that I just kind of guessed on, but I figured since it's multiple choice I should try it since it's possible extra points. So genetics, like I said, is going to be the main focus the rest of the day, and I will show you all some of that too. So as you can tell, I showered and I've just been doing some genetics. I got Jimmy John's also, as you saw, and finished an episode of Grey's. I was already like 10 minutes into it or something. So nearly a full episode of Grey's. Well, I ate that and then took the shower, and now I've been here studying. I basically have some notes on the textbook because apparently this exam for genetics, he takes a lot of questions from the book, so I have some notes on the textbook, split screen with a study guide from Alpha Omega, and I'm reading through both of those little by little, and they kind of line up like contextually. The notes on the textbook is only a few pages, then the study guide is like 25 pages, so there's obviously more info in the study guide. So like I'll read like a little bit of the textbook notes and then like a couple pages of the study guide, and then like keep going back and forth so that I'm trying to read about like the same things at the same time, if that makes sense. My plan is to read through the textbook one, that's the shorter one, just this one time, and then read through the study guide a few times ideally, because I think that's the best study material out of everything that I have to look at. I have study guides, textbook notes, transcribed lectures, actual lecture slides, but this professor's lecture slides are just images pretty much, like there's no words for 90% of the slides, so the slides themselves, like I don't even plan to look at again. But we do also get tested a handful of questions on the exam with labeling, so we'll be labeling different parts of histological slides of the tooth, so of the different odontoblasts, ameloblasts, like the enamel organs, stellate reticulum, stratum intermedium. These different things might ring a bell if you're in dental school, just basically identifying them in different slides, and mostly going to be multiple choice and true and false though of contextual questions about tooth and pulp development. So fun stuff. I know that this was a bit of a shorter video, but I think I actually am just going to end it off here because I'm just going to be sitting literally right here and studying for the next couple hours, and then my boyfriend's coming for the weekend and we're gonna make dinner and hang out, so not too much to show. We're making 2 more HelloFresh meals. So tomorrow we're gonna make this one. It's a shrimp dish. Tonight we're making this spicy maple chicken, so that should be good. I like to try to save at least one of the HelloFresh recipes if he's visiting on the weekend. That way it's like a fun little cooking experience. But I think that's everything, and I'm just gonna study, and I will definitely be vlogging probably starting on Sunday or Monday, so before this exam happens or like when this exam is happening. And with all of that said, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe, stick around, and I look forward to the next one.